Hello, my name is Joe Richter. I'm a real estate broker and an associate broker with Keller Realty in Irvine. I'm licensed in California and Oregon. I prepare monthly reports that look at the market trends in 14 communities that run from Newport Beach to Ladera Ranch through Irvine and Trabuco Canyon. These reports are available on our website at joe-richter.com under the navigation link Market Trends Monthly Updates. You will see in this report a lot of graphs, charts, and tables. The MLS data we use in this report is also accessible on our website at joe-richter.com under the navigation link Predefined Community Listings. This report focuses on the Ladera Ranch condominiums under 1,800 square feet. It covers the period from January 1 through April 31st, 2020. The monthly headline is, New listings continue to slide, inventory remains low. Since the 17 listings in January, which was the best month in the last 8 years, Ladera condo market has steadily fallen off. The contracts written and closings are both up compared to 2019, so inventory has been absorbed and little is available. The Ladera Ranch condo market is currently a seller's market with 0.6 of a month of inventory. As seen in the table, monthly inventory levels have been very stable this year. Chapman University defines a buyer's market in Southern California as being 3.5 months or more of inventory. The number of months of inventory are low, and as seen in the line chart, the number of units available is well below normal. This is due to contracts written occurring faster than new listings are being brought into the marketplace. Monitoring the active listings provides us insight into trends such as home values and inventory levels. There are 8 active listings. There were 12 in our report 30 days ago. There were 33 new listings over the past 90 days. 7 of those new listings are still on the market. Next, we will discuss the 3 essential steps in selling and buying. These are new listings, which reflect a willing seller. Contracts written reflect a willing buyer. Closings is the execution of the technical and legal aspects of the purchase contract by the buyer with lender cooperation. Compared to 2019, new listings are down 30%, contracts written are up 3%, and closings are up 20%. New listings are down 30%. The Ladera condo market had its best January in 8 years, but slowed immediately upon news of the COVID-19 issue. The slide has continued. Buyers have come back to the market with contracts written, but sellers have not yet been willing to list their homes. Contracts written are up 3% compared to 2019. The blue line in the line graph really tells a story. January was the best in 8 years. February was the best in 5 years. March dropped off. April improved, and May was able to match May of 2019 activity, getting into normal territory. Closings are up 20%. As the blue line shows, this is due to an extremely strong January, a very good February, and March was strong also. May was the only month below normal. We should see a turn in June with all the new contracts that have been written getting ready to close. Home values are understandably the most important subject for the seller. Home values were always established by the market, the buyers, not the sellers. The last graph in this report demonstrates this market value concept. In Ladera, the condo values are running up about 1.4% over 2019. The average current list price for the active listings is $570,000. The price range for the active listings is from $500,000 to $639,000. 90-day closing activity is probably one of the most important things we monitor. Recent closings are used as a primary metric to determine pricing in appraisals and CMAs. Depending on the amount of information available, a look-back period of 90 to 180 days is typically used to obtain sufficient data to make the value estimate in the appraisal. We use a 90-day look-back period for everything we do because our markets are robust and with plenty of activity, and the shorter period reduces the distortion seasonality has on the data. For instance, looking back 6 months now would mean we would have November and December 2019 data in our assumptions. This is information that's totally irrelevant to what's going on in the market today. Over the last 90 days, 32 homes have closed. 12 homes closed below revised asking price, 5 homes sold at revised asking price, and 15 homes sold above revised asking price. This is normal data distribution for the Ladera ranch condo market. Days on market is the time from activating a listing on the MLS to getting an offer accepted and a purchase contract signed. It is effectively the lifeblood of inventory levels. As listing brokers, we always advise in a normal market the DOM time would be 30 to 45 days and suggest pricing accordingly. The DOM for all active listings is currently 53 days. It was 42 days in our last report at the end of April. We should note that DOM for the closing so far this year is 30 days. This indicates that the homes that have sold and closed earlier this year were selling in less time. Inventory levels are the primary determining factor in defining a market type as either a seller or buyer's market. Chapman University defines a buyer's market here in Southern California as being 3.5 months or more of inventory. The current inventory level for Ladera ranch condos is 0.6 of 1 month. The monthly inventory levels have been very stable this year. And while days on market is an important feeder into inventory levels, to better anticipate possible market directions, there are 3 measures of changes in inventory levels that we monitor to forecast shifts in the market. The first is a change in inventory from a point 90 days ago. Currently, inventory is down 11% from 90 days ago. The second is year-over-year changes in inventory levels. This aids in understanding how normal the current trends might be. Today they are down 62%, and we've mentioned seasonality in an earlier conversation. The third metric we cross-check on is seasonality. We look at the month-to-month comparison. The current month, May 2020, is down a whopping 76% compared to May of 2019. By now, you've realized we crunch a lot of data to present this level of detail. We get this data from saved searches on the MLS. We put the raw data into our proprietary statistical models. No one else has this presentation. This map displays the listings that are public-facing information of the data discussed in this report. And these are the thumbnails associated with the map. These provide brief descriptions of each one of the listings. To see more information, click on any one of the images and you will see everything that's available on the public side of the MLS. As noted in the opening, you can access this information at joe-richter.com under the navigation link Predefined Community Listings. This table shows the current active listings In the lower right, you can see our standard deviation tables. We use these to check for outliers. Outliers are data points that do not fit properly into the data. And this is page 1 of 2 of the closing table. Notice here we look for outliers for days on market, cumulative days on market, list price, and close price. You can see in this page and the next that there are a couple of areas where homes have been on the market too long. They do not fit in the normal range of data. And this is page 2 of the closings. So with these 2 pages, you've seen everything that is closed so far this year. So here is the last bit of detail. This chart shows the home value range of the closing. The red dots represent the close price. The gray dots represent the original list price of the same transaction. Notice many of the gray dots are above the red dot, indicating a price reduction, either during the listing or at negotiating the contract. However, there are always plenty of gray dots below the red dot, which shows a price increase. This is typical when a well-priced, well-presented home draws competitive offers. The buyers compete and end up offering more than the original list price. Buyers and economic conditions set the market values. And so in closing, we would like to say thank you for patiently listening. We have tried to make this a high-level explanation, the 40,000-foot view, so to speak, of how the market is evolving. If you need help with your real estate needs, or just have questions about forbearance or prices or days on market, contracts, anything at all, please contact me. The team I work with would love to be of service. Thank you very much.